Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center, another video, and in today's video I'm ready to go with Charizard Blacephalon deck. So it is a very interesting deck, and it's also gonna be very funny to watch this video. So yeah, you should definitely have some water because this is gonna be very hot watching this deck. So Charizard with Roaring Resolve ability. Once during your turn, you might put 2 damage counters on this Pokemon. If you do that, you can search your deck for up to 2 energies, which needs to be on fire energy cards, and then you can attach them to this Pokemon. And then you can shuffle your deck. So after that, you can use continuous Blaze Ball for 30, and if you do that, this deck will does 50 more energies, 50 more for each fire energy discarded in this way. Unfortunately, you need to discard all of your fire energy cards, and that might be a bad thing because, you know, sometimes if you have 3 energies and if you just need 150, you probably don't want to discard all 3 of them if you can just knock something with 150, right? Or actually 130. But pretty much this deck is built to be able to go for 130 against lower HP Pokemons like Giratina, like Buzzwole, and cards like that. It can also go for like 180, which can be enough for the knockout with 3 energies, or with 2 energies, and Choice Band actually will not be enough for the one-hit knockout against Tapu Lilies and stuff like that. But with the 3 energies and Choice Band, you can easily go for 180 plus 30, so 210. Actually, with 3 energies, you can go for 180, and then you can go for the one-hit knockout against Blacephalon and cards like that. With 3 energies and Choice, but you can go up to 210, and then you can even one-hit knockout Zoroarks. With 4 energies, you can go to 240, and then you can one-hit knockout even Zoroark or any other 240 HP Pokemon, and take even 3 prize cards. So theoretically, with Charizard, you can exchange 1 prize for 2 prizes. Unfortunately, this is a stage 2 Pokemon, which might be a little bit disadvantage, but still, it's a very powerful stage 2 Pokemon. I really like it. On the other side of the field, when our opponent managed to draw 2 prize cards or maybe 3 prize cards, then we can start to use we can also start to use that Blacephalon, Mind Blow, and Burst GX, and then we can also use advantage of B-Strings and power up that Blacephalon for even more damage counters. But I also like the fact that in an early stage of the game, maybe turn 1 if you missed the start with, for example, Jirachi, or if you already started with Jirachi, we can always retreat to Blacephalon, use Burst GX, or maybe go with the Burning Burst and burn and confuse our opponent active Pokemon. But kind of like the option where we can have that Burst GX also available to go. Well, there's also Ditto and Macargo, which is a very important tech in my opinion, because with the Smooth Over and Lily Play, and also with Jirachi, we can easily pilot this build and set it up turn 2, turn 3, just perfect. Turn 2, you can already start attack with Charizard. If you have Macargo set up, you don't need to worry about being able to play Blacephalon with a B-String. It's just very easy because deck is very consistent and list is very good. And there's then, yeah, and then I'm gonna say probably one more time. Then there is also Jirachi with Stellar Wish, which will allow you to, you know, set up in an early stage of the game, maybe Fun Guzma if you need it, and something like that. Moving on to item cards, 2 B-Strings. For Blacephalon, Energy Acceleration, 2 Energy Recycles, so we can shuffle back 5 fire energies from discard pile back into our deck. Very important because Charizard discards energies and we need to have something to energy recycle. 7 ball cards in total, 3 copies of Ultra and Nest Ball, 4 copies of Rare Candy, so we can quickly go from Charmander to Charizard. There's also a Rescue Stretcher for Pokemon Recycle, and 1 copy of Stadium cards. Heat Factory. Once per turn, if you have lucky to play Heat Factory, and if our opponent is not able to discard, we can discard Fire Energy and drop 3 extra cards, which can be even more useful with Macargo play. So it's just very good. I really like this deck. I fell in love with it and I can't wait to build this deck and test it in real life as well. 2 of each Choice Band and a Skateboard for extra damage for retreat with our Pokemons. basically mainly Jirachi and Charmander, 8 Rouge supporters, 4 copies of Cynthia, 4 copies of Lily, 3 copies of Guzma, and 12 plus 1 Fire Energies, and also 1 Beast Energy. And trust me, you're gonna enjoy watching the battle. This deck is very good. I highly recommend anybody to test this deck out and to see the full potential of this deck and to see how this deck works in action, because it's really good and it's not actually that expensive to build, you know. If you're new in the game and if you would love to start with something competitive and if you don't know what to build, all you really need is just to purchase 2 Charizard decks, and then you're gonna get pretty much 4 copies of Charizard, you're gonna get 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Nazball, 4 Rare Candies, you're gonna get Fire Energies, you're gonna get 4 Cynthias, you're gonna get Lilies. The only cards that you're probably gonna need to buy are gonna be 2 Jirachis and 2 Blacephalons with Beast Rings and Ditto, and that's probably gonna cost you probably around 70 or 80 bucks, which is really good in my opinion, because this deck can actually be very competitive. It's a Charizard deck, it's iconic deck, and it's very good and enjoyable experience to play it. So, see you in the game. Alright, so calling the heads, usual procedure, and I'm starting first, so definitely I want to start the game by going first. And not bad opening hand. There's a Charmander and Cynthia, so at least we have a Drow supporter available. Good to know that. I wish I have some sort of Jirachi here, but I don't. Still, I can play Escape board onto my Charmander turn 1, so I can have my Jirachi in the front. Then I can preserve that energy. Or I can maybe pay 1 energy to retreat and then have my skateboard attached onto Jirachi, which I will probably consider doing. After I use my Ultra Ball for some sort of Guzma and let it be Macargo play. It is a very risky and a very expensive play, I know that. So I have Ditto. I have a Rescue Stretcher, so it's pretty much okay. I want to have definitely Choice Band attached onto my Charmander, so I'm gonna go with this type of the play. More than that, the rest of the cards in my hand looks gorgeous. The only card that I will try probably to get will be after this Stellar Wish. Ooh, we have Rare Candy there. I need Ditto. I basically need Ditto. Ditto is the play here. So I'm gonna go with a Nazball for Ditto, so I don't need to burn my Cynthia in this scenario. So I can have Macargo. Very, very important. More than that, that's it for now. I attached energy, I have Ultra Ball for the following turn, as well as Rescue Stretcher. Rescue Stretcher is mainly here for this Macargo right now. Then I can attach energy, or maybe go with Ultra Ball, and then try to find Rare Candy or something like that with Jirachi, or I can even just play Lily and then keep Ultra Ball for maybe later. Looks good so far, looks definitely good so far. I actually helped my opponent with the bench space and bench size, so he can get greater chance to pull more resources with Erika, and also to have much stronger attack with his Lycanroc. So he can definitely use Dangerous Rogue GX for like 200 as it looks right now. So he can go for a lot of damage. And it is my turn, and my top deck is another Charmander. Wow, that's interesting. Alright, so I'm gonna go with Macargo play. I'm even thinking about using 1 copy of my Ultra Ball here, which can definitely go for some sort of Charizard play with the Ultra Ball. With Smooth Over, we can definitely go for 1 copy of Rare Candy. So I can be 100% positive that I will draw that Rare Candy with Lily. That's pretty much play for now. Let's go. Perfect. So I have Charizard as well as my Blacephalon, plus I can still use my Stellar Wish, potentially for another Charizard. Unfortunately, nope. I'm good to go with Retreat. Discard all fire energies, so one energy should definitely go to bench a Charmander as it looks, and with Roaring Resolve, I'm good to go. Maybe Brooklyn Hill, just to take the look at the rest of the cards. We have 2 B-strings, important thing to know. There's a Heat Factory as well, 6 more energies left, and 2 energy recycle systems as well. Actually 2 energy recycles, not recycle system. The most important thing here is the fact that I'm knocking this Rockruff out, and I'm taking advantage over my opponent in the early stage of the game, so I already managed to draw a prize card, and that's a very important thing. And there's a Alolan Vulpix play from the other side of the field. For the Rescue Stretcher, immediately he wants to get that Rockruff in play. So yeah, in order to get knocked out, actually I don't need to worry about being knocked out by Rockruff because I can counterplay and surprise my opponent with my Blacephalon GX and with the B-string play. So I'm actually gonna try to trick him somehow in this play. He can also knock me out, for example, with the Sledgehammer as well. So Sledgehammer can also go for like 140. With that Diancie play. So for me, probably the best top deck in this case would be some sort of Guzma play, obviously. But I'm gonna go for another rare candy so I can evolve another Charizard in play. That's my good turn as well. He managed to discard that escape board, which might be very important in some specific stage of the game. Blacephalon is definitely for the late game. I mean, early game use Charizard, late game try to get advantage over your opponent with, you know, Charizard's 150 HP, not easy to knock out. So, he can also potentially maybe even use that Sublimation GX for the knockout. And it is interesting thing that he decided to evolve this active Ninetales, which kind of surprised me there, since he already attached energy to Buzzwole on the bench. B-string switch, so he is maybe trying to get in the B-string play. And he actually do me a favor there with this Buzzwole, especially because I'm gonna knock him out. I'm actually really happy to see this play. First things first, let's go with that resolving Roaring Resolve. After that, I think I'm good to go with another Rare Candy Charizard play with my Smooth Over, or I can maybe go with... Nah, I'm actually gonna go with Charizard Smooth Over play, or who knows what he's preparing, so I think I'm gonna put my Blacephalon on the bench right now. And then I'm gonna go with Smooth Over play, which should be another Rare Candy into another Charizard, because this one is probably gonna be knocked out anyways. 2 cards with the Lily, Rare Candy, who knows what, another Lily. Alright, we have this Rare Candy into Charizard, and next turn I can again either way go with my Charizard ability and B-string if I need, but for now I'm just good to go with 130 damage for another knockout. And there's another energy card. Alright, so Sublimation can definitely be used as long as he have enough resources for that. So counter play, counter gain, and some sort of Rainbow Energy, or maybe Fairy Energy, or maybe something like that. There's a Blacephalon, there's a Buzzwole GX on the other side of the field, which might even go for the knockout against my Blacephalon. So who knows, if he have Rare Candy, he can potentially do that. So it's all possibly here. Tapu Lele for yeah, it is probably gonna be a knockout there with the Guzma, but it doesn't matter because I already have Charizard with like energy, and with energy in my hand, and with that Roaring Resolve I can go for like 4 energies. That's like 230, should be more than enough for the one hit knockout against Buzzwole, and then I'm still gonna be in range for that B-string. So what I'm thinking probably to do here might be Macargo for smooth overplay into the Blacephalon, so I can definitely use advantage with my Blacephalon and with the B-string. But I'm very limited with the resources and with the energies, so I guess I'm gonna do that. So absorption, he decided to use, even worse, he used GX because he can't go for the one-hit knockout with the knuckle impact, and that's a really bad thing. Oh, I didn't promote my Jirachi in the front, but it doesn't matter just because I can't even have enough for the knockout with him. Alright, so I guess first things first, Roaring Resolve for how many energies? For 2 of them. Alright, that's perfect. So that's 180. So 1, 2, 3, 150, 180, 210. And then I'm ready to go with a smooth over into the Blacephalon. There we go. Another Lily. It's interesting that I have also another B string, but unfortunately it doesn't matter too much. Still, energy can somewhere be attached, so will I go with another energy attachment? I think I don't need to do that, especially because I'm already hitting for a lot of damage, so but I think I should actually go with energy attachment somewhere. 1, 2, 3, that's, let's just count once again, 150, 180, and 30, 210. Let it be onto Charizard, and there we go. So I'm heading for 210, it's more than enough for the knockout, going down to 2 price cards. So still my opponent can be in range of that GX attack, so 2 rare candies, good to know, because we are ready to go with rare candy play into the Charizard, number 3. And I wish I can have my energy recycle, so I can recycle those energies back, so I can use maybe potentially another B string play. But as it looks, there's another Buzzwole on the other side of the field, so who knows if there will be another. Actually, he could also knock me out turn before with a knuckle impact, so he didn't need to use that absorption GX, because knuckle impact with one copy of the NC can go for like 180. So yeah, there's basically one thing to go, literally. If my opponent can knock my Blacephalon, that will mean that I'm gonna have like very small amount of cards available. Yeah, even if he can do that, potentially with another B string playing Guzman, then he can go down to 2 price cards. No, there we go with the Judge. Okay, so I'm fine for now. Yeah, still for me works perfect. Energy recycle, which I can't get, but I have Lily, and that should be enough, I guess. I'm still doubting about maybe going with either way Lily or maybe with Cynthia. I think I'm gonna go with a safe play. Macargo smooth over. Oh, okay, there's a Lycanroc. There's a Lycanroc. I completely forget about him. So who knows, he can catch my Blacephalon in the front, and if he can find B string switch thing, then he can knocks me out. Nope, just the beacon. Alright, good to know. I still didn't use my GX attack, which means that I can pull also a GX trick here, and I think that's also not a bad idea. Because I don't need to retreat, right? I don't need to retreat, and my opponent actually can't play B string. I'm talking too much about B string, but he is not in the range of the B string. Alright, there we go. So, Choice Band was a top deck. I guess I can keep it for a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm good to go with a smooth over for that energy recycle system. Energy recycle, not energy recycle system. Sorry for that, guys. We can go with a Choice Band play. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. There's a Lily for 3. There's energy recycle, which means I can recycle 5 basic energies back. I can go with my B string play. I can attach 2 on Blacephalon. I can go with 2 energies onto my Charizard, and more than that, I can still use one of them for this Charizard, which I think I'm not gonna go. And since I didn't use GX, let's just go with the fun with the Burst GX. So the good thing is that I don't need to retreat. I can just use the prize card, and I need basically a Guzma for the win, because I can then just knock this DNC out. And that's literally all I need to do. On the other side of the field, my opponent needs to find a way somehow to one-hit knock out this Blacephalon, otherwise the game is over for him. Literally, there's nothing he can actually do. And that's it. Maybe there's still possibly chance if he can maybe pull some crazy knockout. I mean, no, there's just way too many energy cards. If he didn't use that GX, if he just decided to go with Knuckle Impact and then just try to sublimate GX my Blacephalon, maybe he would stand a chance. But then again, this Charizard, 2 energies and the Choice Band. This one also ready with a Choice Band play. And there's Alicia, so he's just trying to get a Beast Energy. Can he maybe surprise me there with the Beast Energy? I think he can't. Ultra Ball maybe for another Ninetales. And then if he have... he can't use counter gain even if he had one. Just because he already have Choice Band attached, so... But if he have some sort of... actually, yeah, but he have multi-switch, but the problem with the multi-switch is that he already used that Knuckle Impact. Not Knuckle Impact, but Absorption GX, so that's the time, that's the misplay. That was a misplay. So, yeah, I mean, if he just goes with the Knuckle Impact and with Knuckle Impact for 180, he would stand a chance right now, because he could literally knock my Blacephalon out, and then I would need basically like another energy. Actually, I would need even another energy recycle system, because I would be ready to go for like enough for the knockout. So he moved somehow energies. There's a Snow Wind, and that's the GG. That's the GG, because all I really need to do is just use my Mind Blow and go for 300 and something against this Ninetales for the win, 350. So, and the last prize card was a Guzma. So actually, I'm really surprised. I'm very surprised how well this deck worked. I mean, it was very consistent from the beginning till the end. So just looking forward to go quickly through my opponent deck list. So he played 2 Rockruffs and 2 Lycanrocs with 1 Muck. So there's also Ditto, 2 copies of each Vulpix and Ninetales with 2 Tapu Lilies, Marshadow, 2 Boswell GX, DNC, 2 regular Boswells, and Ditto, 12 energies, so 4-7-1 lineup. And from trainer cards, he played 4 Ultra Ball cards, 1 Fill Blower, 1 Multi-Switch as a tech, as well as 2 B-Strings, 2 Switch, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 3 Brooklyn Hills, Lycia, Lily, Kukui, 2 Erika's Hospitalities, 2 Kukuis, actually 4 Guzmas, Judge, 2 Cynthias, and Choice Band. I mean, pretty standard and decent deck list, but this Charizard Blacephalon proved to be much harder than probably my opponent expected to be. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below. Did you like this video? Make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you already didn't. So till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.